the modal verb does signifies the information that the number of the subject is singular and the subject does not participate in the conversation with the speaker at the present. The third sort of a modal verb is for the assumption about the present. As we study the two-way street in the flow of time from the past to the future, we can consider the assumption about the present is about this point, where we consider as the present to share or to have a conversation. As we consider that we are standing right here, we can think of the next step. The next step that we are going to assume, or we can or the next step that is likely to happen. So we can understand that the definition of the verb described by the modal verb for the assumption does not describe the present situation correctly. This is obvious as we state a clause without a modal verb for the correct description. For example, at the present, I do not drink a beverage. So I can state a clause. I can drink a beverage. The modal verb can reveals that the speaker as the subject does not actualize the action described by the transitive verb drink right now. The speaker as the subject opens up the possibility that the speaker as the subject is likely to actualize the definition of the transitive verb drink described by the modal verb can. For the other example, currently I sit on a chair. So the application of the modal verb can for the definition of the intransitive verb sit is incorrect at the present. As I sit on a chair, I cannot assume the present situation. So, and plus we can study the role of the modal verb that smooths or that makes the intent of the speaker delivered in a statement smooth. We can think of this consideration as the speaker applies the modal verb. We can think of, we are able to consider the other possibility that is not described by the verb, described by the modal verb. When we feel hard to accept the statement of others, we can consider that it's your opinion. The listeners may need some time to accept the statement spoken by the speaker. The speaker who admits and acknowledges that who admits this and acknowledges that the listeners need some time to reciprocate with the speaker. So the speaker can make the statement smooth and in the intent of the euphemism. The speaker tries to deliver the intent seemingly indirect way, in a seemingly indirect way, to care for the condition of the listeners who accept, who hear the statement from the speaker. The speaker applies the modal verb in a clause to describe the experience, condition, or action that the speaker assumes to be actualized, which is not truly actualized at the present. I cannot state this clause. I can sit on a chair because I already sit on a chair. I can only state the statement I sit on a chair without the modal verb can, because the fact that I sit on a chair is true. When the conversation with the listeners actualize.